What's going on, players and haters? It's your least favorite duelist here. I wanted to discuss some of my Banlist predictions post KC Cup, which is going to start tomorrow. I will be posting some content here and there on the KC Cup, but I want to get a Banlist up prior to whenever they do that. So this is going to be like the 1 minute rundown for those of you who just want to look at a video really quick and no explanation. So let's start. So we have Lapula at 1. And then we have Lumina, Blackbird Close, Solar Recharge, Volcanic Shell, Cocaneer Maximus at 2, Iron Core, Spellbook of Fate, Simoon, and Magician's Navigation Limit 3. And then coming off the ban list, I have Assault Armor and Rose Lover. So hopefully that helps out. Stay tuned for the rest where I explain everything. And thanks for watching. Later.
Audio Jungle.
Alright, so first off here we have Element Saber Lapula. You are probably familiar with this card if you ever fought against Element Saber. This is essentially like a Secret Samurai Shien, so it's a spell and trap negate once per turn in either player's turn, which is pretty annoying, just like Shien, except this one's just a normal summon and you just send a Element Saber from your hand to the graveyard to negate. It's pretty annoying. Oh, my music died, so let me just fix that. Oh, okay, no it didn't. That's gonna mess with me. Anyways, I'm gonna leave that in. So I mean, this card's been around long enough, in my opinion. Element Saber in general has been around long enough. We're gone almost a year of Element Saber invoked. It's already hit a lot of nerfs, and like it's still like one of those decks that just keeps sitting around just being annoying. It's one of the deck, I mean, I don't hate any deck. I don't find any deck like super oppressive in this game, but I do like to see changes in the meta, and I feel like putting Lapula at 1 would be like a real nice change, because then you have, it's competing with stuff like Cocytus, and yeah, you're already piercing people with Prager Trio anyways, so like what's like losing the spell negate gonna do, you know? They're just gonna karma cut you or whatever anyways. So yeah, Lapula at 1. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, so so next here we have Lumina Lightsworn Summoner. I have this one set to 2, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, 2. So I have this one in the same like semi-limit as Solar Recharge. Now, personally, like I would be okay with like them solar. I'd be okay with them limiting either this one or Solar Recharge in Lightsworn. They what is it? Charge of Light Brigade is already at 3, just because Lightsworn in Duel Links is so powerful, and yeah, it's just it's so splashable in most decks. Like it's pretty obnoxious, and most decks it's kind of got like the same issue as when Neos Fusion came out, where Neos Fusion was just in like splash in every deck. If you played when Neos Fusion was first out before it got semi-limited, I just think Lightsworn needs another hit, to be honest. It's too splashable right now, and I feel like it limits like creativity in the game because of the fact, because like if you think about it, I've seen it in its own archetype. Oh, where's my camera? Its own archetype, Thunder Dragon, Blue Eyes, Buster Blader, Luna Light, Dark Lords. I can go on and on and on. Like it's just very splashable. It's just a very small engine, and the fact like the milling and all that is very relevant right now in the current meta. And so I think just kind of toning it back a little bit, so either hitting this one or Solar Recharge. This is essentially one and the same for me. I just think Lumina would be a better hit just because of her like synchro potential, but then you can also hit Charge of Light Brigade because of the mill and the draw power. So that's I'm not going to discuss Charge, but because it's essentially the same conversation. So I actually didn't even realize I could have just cut the music into like after like post editing, I have it like right now, so I'm actually gonna the music's gonna sound weird for a little bit, but I didn't even think about it till right now. But anyways, so on to Blackbird Close. I have this at 2. Raikiri is already at 2 in BlackWings. This is similar to like the Lapula, reasoning why I think Lapula should be limited to 1. Well, for one, I think BlackWings are fine as a OTK deck, but the fact that they also have first turn potential right now is pretty annoying. I didn't see it being fair right now to hit Ancient Fairy Dragon when it hasn't reached its like broken potential yet. Like it kind of is a little bit in BlackWings because they're like making Necro Valley on their first turn and building like a massive wall. If they don't OTK you going second, so that's pretty annoying. But this card here is like obnoxious just because it's like a hand trap, and we don't really have too many of those in Duel Links. But like this one here is like absurdly powerful. And not only does it negate, it also destroys. So like you don't even have an opportunity to like use that monster if you mess up and decide to activate going second versus BlackWings. So I think limiting it to 2 wouldn't be so bad. Plus they play like they need to hit in some way, and I felt like it wasn't fair to hit like the Whirlwind or some other stuff. But we are going to talk about Simoon though, so like we'll get to that when we do. Alright, so next we have Volcanic Shell. Same thing. Invoked has been around in a long time. Like I don't want to hit Invoked like directly because I think it's a really cool like. It's similar to Lightsworn where it can be very splashable in a lot of decks, and but not in the same way because like Lightsworn gives you like so much draw power. But like anyways, Volcanic Shell is in a kind of like a cancerous deck round. It's invoked Neos, and this just allows you to draw cards. And paying the life points is actually very relevant, like always in Duel Links, just because typically you're pairing this with Switcheroo or like Destiny Draw, so you're adding this card to your hand using Switcheroo to swap it out for another card. So maybe Switcheroo might need to be changed as well. To give you, I'm not sure if Switcheroo lets you draw the same card again. I'm pretty sure it does, but if it doesn't, like that should be a thing. But anyways, here it is, Volcanic Shell. There doesn't really need to be much to set on this. It's just pure card advantage, and it triggers your swap, your spell, your skills. But I mean, I personally don't find the deck like it is kind of annoying because like they do play like counter traps and karma cut, and like they have like card advantage after like they fusion summon. So limiting it to 2, what it essentially does is it pulls it out of Neos Fusion. Although with Neos Fusion having like that wide array of things where you can use any effect monster level 4 or lower, there's gonna still be cards that are like abusable. But I think Volcanic Shell is like a little bit over the top because it's adding card advantage, like too much card advantage to be honest. So yeah, that's why I think limiting it to 2 will take it out of there. It's still gonna be playable, still gonna be able to activate its effect, but it'll be only once per turn, or one time. So there you go. On to the next one. Alright, so now we have Kokai Miru Maximus. I chose to put this at limit 2 for a couple reasons. One, so when this deck was, I want to say about a year and a half ago, this deck, Kokai Miru, is like stupid powerful, but we're in a different time now where we have better back row, and I feel like this card isn't as insane as it used to be because we have like way bigger dudes that do more things, and yeah, we're already power crept on this card. So I feel like bringing this one to 2 is fine. And on top of that, like it would the deck that was really good with Kokai Miru back in the day was actually like Neos Kokai Miru. So Neos Fusion's already at 2, so putting this at 2 wouldn't really change anything as far as like that whole deck. And even then, like I don't think that deck's good anymore. Actually, I should probably try it. I feel like maybe you can do this deck. potentially. I think Iron Core is at 2 though, but I do have it getting changed to 3. But yeah, this is just purely a power creep card right now, I believe. So yeah, that's it on Maximus. Like, it is a card pop per turn, but like I said, there's so many cards that are immune to destruction now, or immune to targeting, or yada yada yada. The only thing about this one is it's kind of big, but that's it. Alright, so up next I have Iron Core of Kokei-Miryu at 3. Not unlimited yet, but just to see. Because even though I did say that Maximus is kind of power crept, this is one of the main cards in that deck, is the Iron Core of Kokei-Miryu. Right now it's limited to 2, but I think bringing it to 3 might not be such a bad thing. Right now it's just kind of tied together with Treacherous Trap Hole, Neo's Fusion, Enemy Controller, like all the big bad boy cards. But like I was saying about Maximus as well, was that Kokei-Miryu, I feel like, kind of got power crept a little bit. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, we haven't seen it in a really long time. It has gotten some support cards, and maybe it's worth to be looking at. But I just feel like in the state of the game it is right now, like, I don't think it's really an issue, especially with like the way certain cards are banned right now. Like with Neo's Fusion, there's no real fear in my mind of the big bad Kokei-Miryu coming back. Alright, and then we have Spellbook of Fate, another top tier deck. It's still really good right now, even though it's limited to 2. Spellbooks are still really good. I think putting it at 3, same thing, it's kind of like a power creep thing. People are playing Cosmic Cyclone now, Hatronade, what else? Some people are even playing like the Ultimate Providence, like Counter Trap card. There's a lot of like destruction in the back row going on right now. And oh, freaking Night Beam! Like, people are playing it. Like, I can see here go all day. Galaxy Cyclone. See, like, it just comes off the head. Now, I do know that this card is really, really good. It's a quick play, non-targeting banish, or return a set card, or change a monster, or it's like a Book of Moon. It's a really great card. It's essential in spell books. And I think that's why it should be at 3, not unlimited, because I would hate to see this card with like Cosmic Cyclone and then the other sorts of like elements. It probably would be like some Element Saber Spellbook of Fate like garbage. But anyways, like, I think spellbooks deserve to have their main card at 3. This is like kind of a key piece, and I don't know, like, they do hit King of Games already, but I think just switching up the meta a little bit would be kind of fun. So that's why I think at 3 would be nice. Alright, and then we have BlackWings Summon the Poison Wind. Like I was saying earlier, BlackWings they've been around for a little while, almost a year. And I mean, this deck has seen very little hits outside of Rikiri. And I think putting BlackWing Simoon at 3 would be pretty nice, because they already have like really good monster negation out of Blackbird Close. They have Rikiri to pop your cards, and then they usually have Cosmic Cyclone. It's kind of like a deck that kind of has it all, in my opinion. It doesn't really have a bad first turn play, because it does make things like Necro Valley and Ancient Fairy Dragon, or sometimes they make really big boards that you can't even... Oh, look at that. Got some muscle right there. But they make really big boards on their first turn as well sometimes, depending on like the ability that they use. But so I think like BlackWings need both hits, Blackbird Close to 2 and Simoon to 3, just to really kind of edge them out. And if you really like playing them, like, you're still gonna play them, but you're gonna, not just smash. I mean, you could still do Night Beam. Night Beam will still be a card. Maybe that'll be another thing that goes on the limit 3, but I don't know. But so that way, if you do want to play like the Cosmic Cyclone, you're gonna be a little bit less consistent on getting your Black Whirlwind out. That's why I think Simoon to 3 is better than the Black Whirlwind to 3. because if you put the Black Whirlwind to 3, you know, then there's no point in playing Simoon if you want to do Cosmic Cyclone. But this way, like, you'll have Cosmic Cyclone and Simoon, or and Black Whirlwind, sorry. So that's why I did this one to 3 instead of the other one. Okay, and then this one I'll probably get a lot of hate for, but I think Magician's Navigation at 3 seems pretty fair. I know it sounds weird, but it's like such a weird thing, that the concept of the 3 ban list in Yu-Gi-Oh! But like it makes sense in Duel Links because you can only have a max of like a limit 3 card. But anyways, so Magician's Navigation in 3. This is already like a spell and trap negate, so it would be tied together with Cosmic Cyclone. You know, I always mention that card. I think it's Cosmic Cyclone should be a card that doesn't belong in Duel Links, but that's for another video to complain about. But anyways, I feel like we've seen Dark Magician long enough and it's still so good. Mostly because of this card. This is like your best first turn play with the Dark Magician in hand. You get out 2 pretty big monsters on your opponent's turn. Sometimes you have Dark Magical Circle. You banish something on their side before they can react, and then when you go back to your turn, you have a spell and trap negate. So it's kind of obnoxious, in my opinion, that Dark Magician has been good for so long. I mean, Rod has gotten semi-limited, which kind of like toned back the power like that much. Like it got 1 card less consistent, which is, I mean, a card's a card, but I think just constantly toning back Dark Magician is essential to the health of the game. And then also, like, you know, if they don't and they just keep adding, because they're like Dark Magician and Blue Eyes have a lot of support, so I feel like they need to kind of like tone back what they already have if Konami ever decides to add anything else to Dark Magician. Because I feel like right now, if you add something right now, it's gonna just push it right over again and make it like a tier 0 deck again. Although, like, I don't really mind playing against Dark Magician, but like I said, I'd rather like see like shifts in the game itself. And then this one here, Assault Armor. I've actually never seen this card ever in a duel, so I don't know why it's semi-limited. I could be wrong. I mean, having 2 like attacks could be like good, I guess, but I don't know. I just think like it's been power crap. Like there's cards that hit way more times and do piercing damage, so it can come off. And then the very last card here is going to be Rose Lover. This is just another unlimited besides the previous card. I don't think Aroma Mages would play this. Like, they don't really have the room. Although this card is pretty good. It makes your plant immune to trap cards. And you could special summon any plant, which is kind of nutty, as long as it's from your hand. But, I mean, we're still in a state right now where there's a lot more powerful cards, and Necro Valley is a thing, and people are playing Artifact Lancia and like all kinds of back rows, so this card probably won't even make it to the graveyard right now. So that's gonna be it for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my ban list, my ideas. Leave a comment down below if you have any other ideas for a better ban list. I'll just leave it up right here for you guys. There you go. Until then, deuces.